There were several supernatural events that occur at Jesus' death. Matthew 27:51 through 54. Immediately, the curtain of the temple split in two from top to bottom. The veil that separated the holy place from the Holy of Holies is split open. You can see the very presence of God now. And notably, the veil was torn from top to bottom. Now, when we say veil, we think of something that's very, very flimsy. This veil or curtain is 3 inches thick. So this isn't any small thing. An earthquake broke the rocks apart, and the tombs opened, and the saints who had died were raised, and they appeared to many people in Jerusalem after the Jesus resurrection. Nature itself was shaken by the death of the Son of God. And there should be a gap between verse 51 and 52 in Matthew 27. This is the only mention of people coming back from the dead. But the graves are open. The ground shook. It's all cracked open. And it wasn't until 3 days later the resurrection started taking place. So that's when the people came out of the ground. And they lived until they died again. And it's a strange passage, but I think it's tremendous. You can see, somebody coming to the door. It's one of your former relatives. And they says, well, Jesus rose from the dead, and so did we. I mean, what greater testimony, what greater miracle than that? When the centurion and the others who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake, how Jesus had died and everything that had happened, they were terrified. And the centurion glorified God and said he was a righteous man. He really was the Son of God. And the scene itself is a crucifixion. So here's this hard-hearted Roman confessing that Jesus was the Son of God. And he had supervised hundreds of people. He had supervised so many crucifixions. And you remember that Jesus had prayed for them. Even on the cross, Jesus prayed for those that were persecuting him. A good lesson for us. When was the last time you prayed for your persecutors? It's usually, Lord, could you rain down a little fire? Here he prayed for these men, and they were convinced of who he was and who he is.